Life is a journey where all have various motivations. All these motives perhaps can be divided into two categories. First, latent motivation, and the other, manifest motivation. As the terms suggest, latent is something behind the brain, the real concern which is for something else. And manifest is what you show as real and is exhibited. This is always perhaps the good phase we carry. There was a poor sage who moved everywhere with just one mantle. Once it so happened, passing through a village, his mantle falls and a boy helps the sage to get it. Sage, out of the blue, tells the boy, "You keep it." Coming away from the village, his companions ask, "Why did you give your only mantle? You are an idiot." The sage replied, "No, you are idiots, because you didn't notice that the boy was of low caste. And should I use the mantle he touched?" See, these are the two impressions we get. This is exactly what we see in today's gospel, where the two disciples have the manifest motive to follow Jesus to Jerusalem, but the latent motive is certainly to be the heirs of his kingdom. While teaching them about servanthood, Jesus makes his mind clear. Life is very duplicate if the distance between the latent and the manifest motives are very high. But in the day-to-day situation, we see this dirty game happening everywhere, and placed in a palatable manner we gulp it as business management tricks or social or professional etiquette, etc. For instance, the latent motive of a professional in a corporate world is to scale the heights for which his manifest motive becomes to flatter and do favors for his colleagues and boss. It's everywhere, from the children at your home to the vendors in the market who build rapport with you. And you sense it. Sorry, I do not mean to be pessimistic, but to be honest. Once, an old disciple had come to meet his master. After the usual pleasantries, the disciple said to Guru, "I have confusion in me." Guru asked, "What's that?" "I practice the meditation taught by you. It renders me peace and sharpness of mind. But when not in meditation, I doubt whether I am good or bad, as I commit mistakes and feel guilty." Guru replied, "So you do both meditation and mistakes, isn't it? You then continue to do so. In course of time, one of them will leave you." Disciple asked in return, "What if instead of mistakes I lose my meditation?" "That's also good. You will understand your natural attitude," replied the monk serenely. Confusion leads to clarity. It is better to be bad than pretending to be good.